We are a river city, a bold city, the First Coast, a place to create and to belong. Here, the sun shines a little brighter, and so do the people. We share a love for our region, a pride for Jacks, and a passion for the beautiful game, dedicated to giving everyone a sporting chance. Together, we will elevate soccer and sport in our community by lifting every voice. We are Sporting Club Jacksonville. We are Sporting Jacks.
Hello and welcome into the Sporting Jacks Report. I'm Cole Pepper. Emerson Burris will join me in just a bit. Coming up, we look back on Sunday's lightning-shortened match with Brooklyn and hear from the Sporting Jacks players. We'll also look ahead to the World Cup and check in with our man on the scene, Sporting Jacks head of performance, Steve Fell. Emerson sits down with Venezuelan defender Edgardo Rito, and she revisits a camp making a difference for diabetic kids. But let's start with Sunday's matchup between the two newest teams in the USL Championship. Both Jacksonville and Brooklyn had fielded women's teams this year, but this is the first season for both with the men. To Hodges Stadium we go, and Sporting Jacks came in unbeaten in regulation in the last three matches, but Brooklyn struck the first blow. Down the left side, CJ Olney, the teenager, crosses it in. First shot saved by Christian Oliveras, but on the rebound, Peter Mangione puts it in to give the visitors a 1-0 lead. 23rd minute now, and another cross coming in from the left side. Stefan Stojakovic puts it in, and it's 2-0. The boys in blue didn't lie down. 37th minute, Edgardo Rito picks this one up, stays with it, gets it back, gets it to Tyshawn Rose, who has some space, and he hits an absolute strike. A missile, the goal of the week, and Sporting Jacks have the lead. First goal of the season for Rose. Take another look at this one from behind. Just absolutely pure. 2-1 Brooklyn. Second half, Rito in the middle of it again, feeds it off to Kieran Sadlier, who's very patient here. Look at the footwork. He finds Rafferty Pedder, who scores the equalizer for the second straight game. Pretty goal. It's 2-2. Take another look here. It started from this long pass from Ryan Edwards. Sporting Jacks handled this possession beautifully, and they were really on the front foot at this point in the match in the second half. Feeling good as they come back to equalize from a 2-goal deficit. Then Mother Nature stepped in. Rain and lightning in the area forced the game to be called in the 76th minute. Since it went past 70, it's considered an official game, so it ends in a 2-2 draw.
Yeah, no, I feel like we're making progress. I think, obviously we just gotta get another win to get it going. But I feel like we're making progress. We're getting goals. At first, in the beginning, we weren't really creating chances, scoring many goals, but now it's like we're getting goals. So it's definitely progressing.
Really good team, but I think the last time we saw them at home, we were toe-to-toe, so they're coming back to our place, and, we hope to get a good result.
And a new result could come against Tampa Bay. More on that game coming up. Here are the numbers from the Brooklyn game. You see Sporting Jacks wound up with more possession. They didn't have as many shots or shots on target, but they nailed two of them. Both of their shots on target went in. They really thought if they played out the rest of the match, everybody on Sporting Jacks I spoke to said they would have won the game. Unfortunately, Mother Nature had other ideas, and so it ends in a draw. Let's now welcome in Corey Herzog. Corey, we're seeing a better run of form from Sporting Jacks. They've not lost in regulation now in nearly a month. What are you seeing from the team?
It feels like they're getting more and more confident with each game. They're starting to get more balls into the box and get shots on target, and that's where you're going to score most of your goals if you keep doing that. So the rotation with the attacking players and all that is looking really good.
Rafferty Pedder this week named to the USL Championship Team of the Week. Certainly he's been productive. When you start trying to decide, who are the key guys in terms of the attack? You expect Jääskeläinen to be there. Pedder's really making some progress though.
Yeah, and some of the best teams are better teams that I've been on. It goes week by week, month by month of which guys need to step up, which guys on fire, and you just pick up the slack all around. One day it might be Pedder, one day it might be Jääskeläinen, so we'll see. But it's a good sign that everybody's getting into it.
All right, this weekend, Tampa Bay comes in. The matchup the first time went right down to the final moments before Tampa Bay scored in stoppage time. This time, Liam Fox saying he's probably going to be a little more creative in terms of personnel usage. They're really focusing more on league play than on cup play at this point, since they're really out of cup competition. What are you expecting to see from maybe some of these young players or other players who haven't gotten as much playing time?
Probably just to get them some experience at that level of play, and especially against a really good team, just so they can understand and maybe learn not how the game is played, but how you play against a team like that. In case later in the year, if they do pick up something and they need a must-win game, those guys on the bench could be that help, and Liam can look down and be like, oh, he's ready because of this game and stuff like that.
All right, let's take a look at the table right now. Tampa Bay coming in. Of course, today's game is the Brinks Tires USL Cup matchup, so it won't affect the standings. But Rowdy's unbeaten so far. Only 3 draws in the league. Sporting Jacks took them to the last minute of stoppage time the first time they met. Indy 11, Detroit City, Lou City in the top 4 in the East. Sporting Jacks still looking for that first league fixture victory. In the West, Sporting Jacks will next see Monterey Bay. They're at the bottom of the table, so we'll see how that all plays out. San Antonio, who Sporting Jacks drew with, just 1 loss this year. They have a 2-point edge on Orange County, with Tulsa and Phoenix Rising and Oakland Roots 3, 4, and 5. Right there, it's going to be quite a race for the playoffs. Top 8 in each conference make the postseason. Here's what's coming up for Sporting Jacks. Today's matchup with Tampa Bay. Then it's a cross-country trip to face Monterey Bay on Wednesday. Then back home for Detroit City and Charleston on consecutive Saturdays. There won't be any chance between the Monterey Bay game and the Detroit City matchup to train at all. Travel, rest, play. We'll see how it goes as Sporting Jacks deals with the cross-country trip. There are no easy games in this league as Sporting Jacks works through the first season. Today, you'll also see a new look for Sporting Jacks as the men's team debuts a 3rd kit. Here's a look at it. Clean look. It's reminiscent of the ocean surf coming into the shoreline. Today's game will be the first time Sporting Jacks wears this particular shirt in club history. And we can now put a wrap on the Gainbridge Super League season. Last Saturday, the final was played and a champion was crowned. Lexington SC hosted Carolina Ascent, and it was the home team that took the victory after extra time. A 3-1 win for Lexington SC capped a big season for Lexington, who went from last place to first place, winning the Players' Shield and then the Gainbridge Super League Cup in the process. Sporting Jacks will look to continue to contend for titles next season. Training camp rapidly approaching in July. And we are now just a week away from the start of the World Cup. The U.S. will kick off against Paraguay on June the 12th in Los Angeles. Last Saturday, the U.S. men's national team beat Senegal in a tune-up match 3-2, and they'll face Germany today. There's a strong Sporting Jacks connection, by the way, with the team. Sporting Jacks head of performance Steve Fell also works on the sports performance staff for the men's national team. Each week during the tournament, we'll check in with Steve to get his perspective, and he says that the support the team is feeling leading up to a domestic World Cup has been nothing short of phenomenal.
Yeah, for sure. I think, when it's the World Cup, even the casual fan has most of the time has heard of the competition, and with that brings new eyeballs and new attention to the group, which is awesome, And I think what you see is we have a group back in 2020 in Qatar in 2022. We were we were the first or the second youngest group in the total tournament. So now as we come and we have, half the group kind of returning from that original, from that 2022 team, it's like the experience is there and you can actually feel feel the confidence in the like the expectations within the camp of what needs to be done, which is really cool. So to be with the players over the past, 4 years since we were in Qatar, and then see the maturity and how they've done at the club and how they've translated that into the group from just a mentality standpoint has been really, really cool.
Great stuff from Steve. Let's welcome back Corey Herzog now. Corey, how much better are you feeling about the U.S.'s chances after the performance last week against Senegal?
Yeah, I'm pretty optimistic. I mean, you always want your better players like what we have with Sporting Jacks scoring and assisting goals. So Pulisic doing that right off the bat is great. I really liked how Pepe was playing with them, and that I think it was his Christian Pulisic's goal, the second run, the timing, everything was just on. It looks like, I mean, we're 8 days away from that. So it looks like they're on the right track, and I'm excited.
Speaking of the World Cup, Sporting Jacks will be around town during the U.S. men's national team games. On Friday, June 12th against Paraguay, we'll be at Miller's Ale House at the Avenues, Cole Haynes at the Beach, and V Pizza in Mandarin. And then the following Friday against Australia, we'll be at Miller's Ale House, Tinseltown, and Cole Haynes on the south side. Then when the U.S. faces Turkey on June 25th, we'll be at the Lemon Bar and Miller's Ale House on Hodges. You can hang out with Sporting Jacks and meet local soccer pros, plus have a chance to win prizes. We look forward to seeing you at any of these locations. This is the first time since 1994 that the World Cup has been held in the United States. We can't wait to see how the U.S. does and how the game is impacted by the tournament. Coming up, Emerson Burris gets to know the exciting Venezuelan Edgardo Rito. That's next as the Sporting Jacks report rolls on. All the games in the USL Championship can be streaming on ESPN Plus or CBS Golazo, or nationally broadcast on CBS, CBS Sports Network, and ESPN2. All home games for Sporting Jacks can be seen on Channel 4 or CW17. Let's now welcome in Emerson Burris for our Ascension St. Vincent's Player Spotlight. And this week, you're catching up with the player who is the last guy in camp, but he is making his presence felt on the pitch, Edgardo Rito.
Well, the Sporting Jacks defender has been all over the world before making his way to Jacksonville for the club's inaugural season. I sat down with Rito and teammate Harvey Neville for translating to hear more about the journey that brought him here.
For a moment, I thought I wasn't going to come, but thank God things worked out. It was long, but I'm happy because I'm here. I'm working with the group. I feel happy. I've waited a long time, but now I'm here, and I'm super happy.
Getting to Sporting Jacks wasn't easy for Edgardo Rito. After finishing his contract with Caracas Football Club, the Venezuelan defender says months of uncertainty due to visa issues made him question whether the move to Jacksonville would actually happen. But now, finally with the club, Rito says he's excited about what this group can become during the inaugural season.
I know a lot about this league. I know that sometimes it's not how it starts. We also know that the club is new, it's its first year, and I feel that we're going to get out of this negative streak. We've already tied the last 3 games, but we're just working hard every day with a lot of energy, and we want to be a strong group.
Rito's path to Jacksonville has taken him all over the world. The defender has played professionally in Venezuela, Colombia, Brazil, and the United States.
I played for Caracas Football Club. I left Vigía Football Club. I played for Metropolitano, Patriotas in Colombia, Mineiro de Guayana, Deportivo Lara, Oakland Roots, Phoenix Rising, and now I'm here at Sporting Jacks.
And for Rito, the journey all started back home in Venezuela, where he says every day was spent chasing the dream of becoming a professional footballer.
Every day I fought for that dream of playing professionally and getting to where I am now, which is here at Sporting Jacks.
Looking forward to seeing Rito and the guys back in action today. He also told me outside of soccer, he loves to dance.
Oh.
So hopefully when he scores a goal this season, we can see that
a little
celebration.
goal dance, maybe.
Yes.
Okay, well, he has been a lot of fun to watch since he's been out there. There's no doubt about that. Emerson, thanks so much. Prorated season tickets are on sale now for the Sporting Jacks men's team. You get the rest of the season in the USL Championship. Call 904-863-KICK or visit sportingjacks.com to get your prorated season tickets today. Coming up, we check in with the Diabestes camp, where the game is giving kids with diabetes a chance to compete on the field. That's next, as the Sporting Jacks report rolls on. Looking for some gear to support your local pro soccer teams? You can head out to the game today at Hodges Stadium. There'll be plenty of merch on sale. You can also order online. Just go to sportingjacks.com/shop to get your very own Sporting Jacks gear and rep your pro team this summer. Time now for the VyStar Youth Soccer Spotlight. Emerson back here again, and you're making a return visit to a camp you first profiled last summer.
Absolutely, and I had so much fun. I just had to go back. One special camp here in Jax is helping kids with type 1 diabetes enjoy a traditional summer camp experience in a safe and supportive environment. Jacksonville Diabestes Camp, hosted by Nemours Children's Health and Wolfson Children's Hospital, welcomed campers this week to JU, and kids got a special visit from Sporting Jax. For 1 week each summer, Jacksonville Diabestes Camp gives children with type 1 diabetes the chance to focus less on their diagnosis and more on being kids. The free 5-day camp serves children ages 8 to 15 from across Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia, with doctors, nurses, and volunteers helping create a medically safe environment. On the day I visited, campers took part in soccer drills and activities alongside Sporting Jax center back Wahab Akwe. Camp leaders say the partnership has become a meaningful part of the experience, giving kids encouragement, confidence, and a chance to build lasting friendships while trying something new.
The kids they come here just to have fun because we have a whole medical staff that takes care of diabetes. That way they get to have a break from the stress of diabetes while they're just like normal kids.
So fun to be around all the kids that know what you're going through, and they can help you along the way. It's lots of things to do. I'm usually worried about my blood sugar all the time, but I know I'm around people that can take care of me and they know how to help me through things.
There's so many kids that actually understand how I'm feeling. There's a kid that has also had it for 9 years, 9 years, and it's amazing. They all understand, and I'm learning about new symptoms that they have, so it's a good learning experience.
Sporting Jax is great. We have enjoyed having them here. They are such a super partner with Camp Diabestes. They have been gracious enough to come and share not only their expertise in soccer, but also just in being kind and just wrapping their arms around all of our kids and showing them a wonderful time, a great activity, and just becoming our partner. So we enjoy it.
Organizers say Diabestes Camp has been serving local families for more than 25 years, and even former campers have returned as counselors and medical volunteers.
That's amazing. You mentioned this is the second time you have covered this camp. You did it last year as well, and you saw some familiar faces out there.
I sure did. There was a little boy named Jimmy that I met last summer, and he came up to me and said, "We went viral." So he was very excited to see himself on TV. Also great to see Wahab Akwe out there. They had lots of questions, including what number do you wear, what position do you play, and how much money you make. So,
always a question
great
with the kids. And the other thing, you heard it with one of the comments there, these kids get to be around other kids who have dealt with the same things that they all understand each other and they can all learn from each other. What a wonderful way to grow that community.
Absolutely. I had so much fun. There was even a little girl that was diagnosed just 2 weeks ago. So the fact that she gets to get thrown in with these other kids that are going through the same thing is so great.
Terrific. Thank you, Emerson. For those wanting to support the pre-professionals in USLW and USL League 2, here's a look at the schedule for the USLW team. You can see starting Wednesday, 3 straight home matches over the course of 7 days. That will be played at home at Mandarin High School. And here's how it looks on the men's side. Similar situation. They finished with 5 out of their last 6 games at home. Again, starting as part of a doubleheader on Wednesday. So get out and support the USLW League and USL League 2 Sporting Jax squads. For more on Sporting Jax in the world of soccer, join me every Tuesday night at 6 on 1010XL. We have The Coaches Show, presented by Honda of the Avenues. Head coach Liam Fox joins me. A player joins me each week as well. It's The Coaches Show, presented by Sporting Jax on 1010XL. Listen on demand on 1010XL.com or on air at 1010 a.m. live Tuesdays at 6. And for behind-the-scenes conversations about Sporting Jax, join Emerson, Tony Allegretti, and me on the Sporting Pod. You can subscribe wherever you find your favorite podcasts. A new episode drops each week. Still to come, details on a free youth clinic and World Cup watch party being organized by the Sporting Jax Foundation. That's next as the Sporting Jax Report continues. A reminder, you can catch the Sporting Jax Report every weekend here on the stations of First Coast News. Next week we air Saturday at 12:30 on NBC 12. Remember, if you miss it, you can also find us on demand on First Coast News Plus and the Sporting Jax YouTube channel. It is time now for our Community Spotlight presented by Honda of the Avenues. And this week we're giving you the heads up on a great event being planned by the Sporting Jacks Foundation. The foundation is organizing a joint free youth soccer clinic, tournament, and watch party with the Florida Youth Soccer Association and U.S. Soccer on June 30th. This will be for a round of 32 match. To receive details, be sure you are registered at sportingjacks.com/foundation. We'll have more details as the date approaches. If you have not already done so, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We hit a milestone this week, over 1,000 subscribers. Not only can you watch this show on demand, but you can also see game highlights, player features, and behind-the-scenes footage from the club. And one lucky subscriber will win a big prize in the next couple of weeks. Just search YouTube for Sporting Jacks to subscribe. And you can follow us everywhere on social media. You can get us on X, on Instagram, on Facebook, the aforementioned YouTube channel, and on TikTok. These are all the places you can find everything going on with Sporting Jacks. Also make sure on Instagram, follow the Sporting Jacks men's and women's accounts. They'll bring you specific items to those two teams. And also we want to mention to you once again to join us for some of our World Cup watch parties. We will be out and about in the area. And it's going to be a big summer of soccer with what's going on with the USL Championship team as the men continue to play. Here are those dates, including Friday, June the 12th. It's a late kickoff, but you get a babysitter, leave the kids at home. Come on out, join us at either Miller's Ale House at the Avenues, Cole Haynes at the Beaches, or V Pizza in Mandarin as the USA and Paraguay tangle in the first round of the group stage. We'll also have parties, as you can see. We'll be out and around in places the following 2 Fridays as the U.S. plays in the World Cup. We will leave you now with some images of some local kids getting to know some of the Sporting Jacks players and a few of the women's team players dressing up as the dinosaurs for the dino races this past week. Oh yeah. Thanks for watching the Sporting Jacks Report. Catch you next week.